All right, so everyone's favorite segment of watching me swim. It's going to be in three different exotic locales today. It's going to be at the other side of the outdoor pool, at the other side, and then in the indoor pool. And we'll get to why we had to do it in three places. So, unfortunately, the outdoor pool was filled up, and I only got the lane here that was near the wall. Okay. And it's very bouncy, especially on the way back. It's just the waves really get to you. And I also did push-ups last night, so I was kind of feeling it. This is the second time I've done push-ups in months. Okay, I kind of plateaued there, and then I'm like, I don't want to do it. And then it took me months to start it back at it. And I basically did the same amount as I did before. I don't know how it's possible that I'm not really improving. I stopped for months, and then it's basically the same thing. Same thing with crunches. Anyways, we're not talking about those today. Now, before we start, there is one problem here. This guy here was playing, his speakerphone on the phone while he was. That's annoying. I have the tolerance of a saint because there's just obnoxious things. There's some kids jumping in the other side. They're not lap swimming. It's just a disaster out here. It is a Friday. It is the summer, so there's a lot more people out. I thought 30 minutes before close, it wouldn't be an issue. But that's fine. Let's get to it. I'm not expecting much. Now, the second one's going to be a fun one because there is no timer, okay? We are going to have to use the clock here, the cursor thing, to figure it out because I have no clue. And I don't think it's going to be fast, but that's fine. We'll see. I'm having a plateau here too, maybe. So let's start the usual. So 48, I'm basically, hopefully. Oh, and on this one, I had right as I hit the wall, the paddles fell off. The little tubing fell out. So the whole thing was like, whatever. But let's see what it is. So, yeah, I just jumped in the pool. Okay, that's a 59. Okay, so that's actually a decent finish or start because we are at 11,962. And we start. Okay, so that's going to be the start. And that's good because we're off the wall very quickly. So this was a pretty decent start. We were like off by a tenth. So this is pretty good. All right, now let's see where we come in. Oh, boy, yeah, no world record here for sure. 22s. Oh, is that me? No, that's not me. Oh, that is me. Okay, 22, we're not going to. No, unfortunately, that's where the 22 is. So that's a shame. But 23 what? Right, that's the question. So 23.9, okay, yes. All right, let's see, maybe there. Yeah, something like that. So let's say 4. That's a 23.5. We're going to call that a 23.5, maybe 23.4. No, 23.5. We'll call it that. I felt the waves on the way back, and again, my arms are a little tired, but that's fine. We did it. All right, now this is the mystery one because, again, there's no clock here, so we're just going to have to look at where we kick off the wall here. Oh, boy, all the reflection. Let's see here. Okay, so this is okay, so this is off. This is still on slightly. But let's give us 17,858. Let's count that as a 17.7 start because it's usually off by a tenth or 2/10. That's fine. So 17.7 is what we're going to count as a start, giving us a generous lead time there. That's about the same as usual. So let's see here. A 23 exactly, and I don't think it was, would be 17 plus 23 would be a nice round number. It would be, it would be a 40.7. All right, so that's a 23, plus or minus, probably plus. So let's see where we go. So let's take the cursor here to 40, if I did the math right. Okay, that's good. 47. Okay, splishy, splashy. Oh, look at that. Okay, I mean that's. Now this was a bad. The problem here was that's pretty good. 23. It was faster than the first time, so I was kind of right about the wall. I'm surprised. That's a 23-1. We'll call that a 23-1. That's surprising. I thought it'd be a little about the same. Now, the problem here was we've had this before. Instead of leaning in and kicking and just having a nice, I was too far from the wall, so I took a short little stroke, and that makes it, yeah, that's a shame because it's, you could see me taking that. That shouldn't be. I should be already gliding in, all right? But at least that's not too bad. That's actually not too. Right, and you can see it's slow because I don't want to jam my hand in the wall, so I don't want to break my fingers. So I'm happy to call this a 23-1 even. Yeah, maybe a 23, but 23-1, fine. We went from 23-5 to 23-1. That's not bad, which suggests to me I probably could have done. I was pretty tired on this one too. Now, that's amazing that with no clock for me to watch, I did a pretty decent time on the second one. Okay. So that was pretty good. I like that. That's actually a surprise to me. So let's do the last one on the indoor pool. I actually had to go to lane 4 because this is way too high. So the camera couldn't really get it in there. So let's see what this is about. We're getting close here. Okay, 50. Once again. Oof. I wonder if the start is good here. So let's see here. No, that's going to be that's going to be a slightly slower start than usual, but that's fine. 14-2 flat. Okay. And we get off the wall. Yeah, that's 3/10 of a second there because we get off on 5:30 here. So I'm going to subtract 1/10 of a second on that last one, maybe, because that was pretty slow. Usually I go 1/10 or 2/10 of a second slower, but that's fine. Okay. It's fun to see people running fast. Oh, it's hilarious. Okay, so there's a kid with the ball. So again, no world record for sure. Oh, yes, okay. So the 23, that's ugly. Yeah, we're just so far from the wall. That's fine. Okay, that still is probably a 23, so that's good. Again, it's impossible to see my hand. You can see, okay, we can see the paddle here, so that's good. If we could do it slow-mo. Good luck with that one, huh? Yeah, once again, the glare is just, the LEDs are ruining this day too, huh? 4K is not going to save this one. Well, look, we can kind of anticipate. So if it's this fast, beep, 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 beep. It's like we have to get forensics on this, That one? 9-7. Okay, so 9-7-3. So if we just do it from 2, that really is a 23.7, and that was a slow start. So we could do 23.6 maybe. 20. I don't feel too bad about saying that's a 23.6 or 7. And again, this was the third one. It's not too bad. It's really not too bad. 220 or yeah, it's really not too bad. I kind of wish the first one would have been better, but again, the wall, bouncing back on there, and that's fine. And again, I did push-ups. I was feeling it a little bit here, so this is good. I like it. This was good. I'm kind of plateauing on these two, but that's fine. We'll figure something out. And yeah, that's it.